You are a Navy SEAL. In 6 hours, you'll insert into hostile territory in Somalia. Your mission: extract a high-value target from a compound controlled by armed militants. If the operation fails, your team dies. If you hesitate, everyone dies. Let's go back to where this started. 4 years ago, you were 22, fresh out of college with a degree you didn't care about and a desk job that made you want to put your fist through the monitor. You sat in traffic for an hour each way. You answered emails that didn't matter. You went home to an empty apartment and wondered if this was it for the next 40 years. Then one morning, you saw the recruiter's office on your way to work. Navy Special Warfare. You walked past it 3 times that week. On Friday, you walked in. The recruiter didn't sell you anything. He told you the truth. Most people quit. The ones who make it through aren't superhuman. They're just the ones who refuse to stop. You thought about your cubicle. You thought about dying without ever testing yourself. You signed the papers that afternoon. But it starts with Hell Week. 5.5 days. 4 hours of sleep total. You're wet, frozen, covered in sand that gets into every cut and blister. Instructors scream in your face. They tell you to quit. They tell you it's okay to quit. 2/3 of your class rings the bell and walks away. You don't, not because you're stronger, because the idea of going back to that life terrifies you more than the pain. You remember the moment you realized this was real. It was during dive training. You're 50 feet underwater in the dark. An instructor rips your regulator out of your mouth. You can't see. You can't breathe. You have to stay calm, find your backup regulator, clear it, and breathe. Your lungs are screaming. Your brain is telling you to surface. You don't. You find the regulator. You breathe. You pass. But that was training. This is different. You wake at 0200 hours. The barracks are dark except for the red glow of alarm clocks. You've slept 3 hours. It's enough. Your body learned years ago to function on nothing. Your loadout is already staged. HK-4116 rifle with suppressor, surefire weapon light, EOTech holographic sight, PEQ-15 infrared laser. The rifle weighs 7.5 pounds empty. You've fired this exact weapon 10,000 times. You could field strip it blindfolded. You pull on your plate carrier, ceramic plates front and back, 6 magazines, breaching charges, flex cuffs, tourniquet, combat gauze, strobe light for air extraction, comms headset, night vision goggles on your helmet. Total weight, 65 pounds. The op order briefing is at 0230. Your team leader spreads satellite imagery across the table. The target compound, 3 buildings, high walls, 1 entrance. Intel says 12-15 armed hostiles. The hostage is in the center building. SEAL teams operate in squads of 8. Your position? Point man. You're first through every door. Your teammates: breacher, team leader, automatic weapons, 2 assaulters, medic, radio man. You've trained with these men for 2 years. You know how they move. You know how they think. You trust them with your life because you have to. The mission timeline is tight. Insert at 0400. 15-minute movement to target. Breach and clear in under 4 minutes. Extract before dawn. After sunrise, every fighter in the city will know you're there. But there's a problem. Intel is never perfect. The satellite photos are 3 days old. You don't know how many hostiles are actually inside. You don't know which room holds the hostage. You don't know if they have night vision or if they've booby-trapped the doors. You load into the MH-60 Blackhawk at 0345. The rotors spin up. The crew chief gives a thumbs up. You lift off. The flight is 40 minutes. You sit in the red interior light checking your weapon for the 8th time. The bolt slides smooth. The magazine seats with a click. Your hands don't shake anymore. They did on your first real mission. Not now. You look around at your teammates. Nobody's talking. The automatic weapons guy has his eyes closed, but he's not sleeping. The medic is reviewing his aid bag. The breacher is staring at his charges. Everyone processes fear differently. You think about the training. Thousands of hours in the kill house. Clearing rooms. Shooting targets. Moving as a unit. Muscle memory takes over when the bullets start flying. That's what your instructor said. You're about to find out if they were right. The crew chief holds up 10 fingers. 10 minutes. Your heart rate doesn't spike. It should. You're about to walk into a gunfight, but your body is calm. This is what you trained for. This is what you chose. 5 minutes. You pull your night vision goggles down. The world turns green. You can see everything. The other helicopters in formation. The dark landscape below. The target compound approaching. 2 minutes. The helicopter flares. You're 20 feet above the ground. Rope deploys. You grab it and slide down. Boots hit dirt. You take a knee and scan your sector. Night vision shows you an empty street. Silent. Dark. Wrong. This is when you realize training and reality are not the same thing. The team moves in formation. You're on point. Every shadow could be a threat. Every window could hide a rifle. You move fast but controlled. Your barrel tracks where your eyes look. You've done this 100 times in training, but now every step could be your last. You reach the compound wall. The breacher places charges on the metal gate. Everyone stacks up, hands on shoulders. Ready. The breacher nods. The explosion is muffled but loud enough. The gate blows inward. You move, first through the opening. Your rifle up. Night vision scanning. The courtyard is empty. Too empty. You move to the door of the center building. The breacher is behind you. He places another charge. 3 seconds. 2. 1. The door explodes. You're through before the dust settles. The hallway is narrow. Dark. Your laser cuts through the green haze. A door on the left. A door on the right. You move to the first door. The breacher stacks behind you. He kicks it open. You flood in, rifle up, scanning, a bed, a table, empty. You move to the next room. This is where everything goes wrong. The door opens before you reach it. A man steps out. He's holding an AK-47. He sees you. You see him. Time doesn't slow down. That's a myth. Time moves exactly as fast as it always does, but your mind speeds up. You fire. 2 shots center mass. He drops. Your rifle is already moving to the next threat. Another man appears from the same doorway. You fire. He falls. Behind you, gunfire erupts. Your teammates are engaged. You can't look back. You have to clear your sector. You move through the door where the men came from. It's a storage room. Crates, boxes, no hostage. You move to the next room. More gunfire. Closer now. A bullet cracks past your head. You drop to a knee. Return fire. The muzzle flash shows you where he is. You aim. Fire. Silence. Your ears are ringing. Your heart is pounding now. Adrenaline dumps into your system. You taste copper. You've bitten your cheek. The team leader's voice in your headset. Hostage located, second building, move! You're already moving. Back into the hallway, out into the courtyard, covering the windows. Another SEAL team is at the second building. You stack up. Breach, clear. Room by room, door by door. 2 more hostiles down. Then you see him, the hostage, blindfolded, hands bound, sitting in the corner of a small room. He's alive. The medic cuts his restraints. The team leader confirms identity. You're already setting security. Watching the door, listening. More gunfire outside. The quick reaction force. The hostiles are waking up. The city is waking up. You need to move. The radio man calls for extract. The Black Hawks are inbound. 3 minutes. You move the hostage toward the extraction point. Fast but controlled. The team surrounds him. You're rear security now. Walking backward. Rifle up. Watching for threats. A figure appears on a rooftop. You fire. He drops. Keep moving. The helicopters come in loud. Rotors beating the air. Dust everywhere. You load the hostage first, then your teammates. You're last in. As the helicopter lifts off, you see more fighters flooding into the streets. 30 seconds later and you would have been trapped. The crew chief gives you a thumbs up. You made it. Mission complete, but you don't feel relief. You feel nothing. Just the come down from adrenaline. Your hands shake now. Your body finally catching up to what just happened. You killed 3 men tonight, maybe 4. You're not sure. It happened so fast. You remember the first one, the way he looked at you, the way he fell. You'll remember that forever. This is what they don't show you in the movies. The waiting, the fear before you step off the helicopter, the chaos when it starts, the faces you can't forget after. You don't sleep on the flight back. Nobody does. You land at the base as the sun comes up. Debrief lasts 2 hours. What went right? What went wrong? Intel was bad. There were 20 hostiles, not 15.